Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines we got for you. ETH and proof of stake, crypto market cap over $1 trillion, Bitcoin, and the evidence is in. Circle, SEC slapdown. Oh my gracious, you're going to want every bit of that. 85% of countries will adopt this crypto asset, says the Ripple survey. We will check out that. And XRP price, when will it turn around? Somebody roll that beautiful intro and find out.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at Dig Perspectives at the top of the screen. And everything that we're talking about here today, give us a follow on TikTok at Digital Perspectives, no spaces. And it is $1.014 billion market cap for crypto. We're up 4.9%, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday. It's July 17, 2022. Bitcoin right now, $21,400. Ethereum is $1,300 plus. We see XRP coming in at 35 cents. Everything's looking up this morning, but you know what? Be careful. The last time we saw a crypto market cap over $1 trillion, old Gary Gensler came running onto the scene and squashed every bit of it. So keep an eye out for something like that or an event that could do that. And I only say that not to be an alarmist, not to put ice water in your veins, but I say that because we don't have the regulation we need. So it seems like the regulators and government agencies are doing whatever they can to keep this market suppressed. And that, to me, is an advantage as an investor, because if I believe what I believe, then I know to accumulate. That's what I'm doing. I'm accumulating. And you know what? Check this out right now. Link to. This is what else I'm working on accumulating on. Projects on Link to. Right now, check it out. Look at this. You know what? Fully subscribed. This is the stuff I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's get the refresh on this in case they might have put some more up. Fully subscribed. This is why I tell you, if you're an accredited investor, do not mess around. Join Link2 and look at this. Link2 still offering right now $5,000 minimums, usually $10,000. Don't play around, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, these things do not last long as you see, and you better keep a close eye out for more Ripple to hit the board here for sale, as well as Uphold and all these other great products. Block Damon just came on, recently added. Don't mess around. Click that link. And if you are a Link2 member, click the link underneath the video anyway. Make sure you get those deals. Let's check it out. Let's get into the news. How about this? CoinDesk from July 15th here, we covered this. When this is all said and done, Brad Garlinghouse said, we have spent $100 million in legal fees fighting the SEC. And remember, at the conference in Canada, he had also mentioned that 2023, his legal team expects this case to end and be over. However, Digital Asset really brought it home here and shared a post that had said that, this is just, not even acceptable for a headline for CoinDesk, and it really isn't. And I responded back to him and John Deaton because CoinDesk, has missed a grand opportunity to cover this entire case and everything that surrounds it, which is ETHgate, all of the appearance of impropriety in the SEC and what is going on, and Bitcoin and what we know now, which we're about to get into. But I say to you, when it's all said and done, CoinDesk still misses the opportunity to tell the real story of what has and really is going on here in and around the SEC versus Ripple case. What a disgrace. And it really is. And shout out to Fox News, a mainstream media outlet covering this better than CoinDesk. Disgraceful. Renowned baseball team New York Yankees is set to let its employees convert a portion of their paychecks to Bitcoin holdings after striking a deal with Bitcoin-focused financial services firm New York Digital Investment Group, NYDIG. But you know what? You guys may want to check this out. I've pointed out here and covered this heavily. Special agent from Homeland Security revealed at a conference which the SEC attended acknowledging that they found and interviewed all 4 of the people that make up the identities of Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. But this is what you're up against right here, okay? This guy right here, seriously, bro, what do you hope to gain by knowing their identity? Can you imagine when you tell us and the crypto market collapses, everybody going bankrupt, the whole world will be coming after you. There's probably a reason why the people who knows didn't tell. You know what? Here's what I say to that. And I said it right here. And the same goes for the people with the FOIA request, which has already been made for the information. We're waiting to hear back. This is literally one of the most short-sighted things I've ever had said to me out loud. So you don't want public disclosures of who is behind your investments with the ability to clearly control it and crash it? I'll take transparency. You take whatever that is, and best of luck to you. And the truth shall set you free, says XRP Panama. It really is. You know, yeah, I don't want a bunch. Somebody has to get left holding the bag here. And why have the government agencies that are supposed to protect investors played along with this lie? Because it's a lie. They know exactly who it is. It's do or die time for Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. I'll believe it when I see it too, says Michael Val 5 Links. You know what? That's a Hall of Famer right there. And you can't say it any better. Ethereum to transition to proof of stake as on September 19th. Well, I tell you this. Oh, this would be fun. I hope that they do it. I hope that they get it done, and I hope that they get it done flawlessly, because up until now, it's been a complete crap show. That's the polite version. This is exciting right here. And this points to me that Ripple knows that they have done the job with cross-border payments, and now they're stepping out into other investments and use cases. And here it is right here. Ripple invested in NFT financing platform Supermojo, which is now headed up from Craig DeWitt and another Ripple member there that is also heading up that group, that project for Supermojo. Shout out to Craig DeWitt and everybody that's there at Supermojo. This is pretty exciting if Ripple's behind you. And Gemini, they got a lot of big money. Arrington Capital, there's a lot of big money behind them. So I would watch out for this. Supermojo, Craig DeWitt went on to mention that he believes that NFTs will be the largest industry for crypto assets in the future, and I think he's on to it. There's no question about it. Circle claims USD coin is now fully backed by cash and U.S. treasuries. Uh-oh, there's something USD Tether can't say. Look, I tell you, I say this often because just because you're not seeing it from anyone in the government agencies yet, whether it's the SEC or CFTC or whoever, or maybe the Secret Service because they oversee counterfeit money. Someone explained to me how USD Tether is not backed by commercial paper. It's not backed by U.S. treasuries, to the admission of the CTO of Tether. This is not my speculation, by the way. There is no outside firm managing the accounts of the reserves. And you think that this is just going to go on like there's nothing happening here? I think that USD Tether is poised to be the poster child and the whipping post to set the standard for anyone out here to say what you really have with USD Tether is an unregulated, unlicensed, unaccounted for, unsupervised digital counterfeit US dollar. And if you don't think they're not going to be made a poster child of, I don't know what to tell you. I got some waterfront property for you, some oceanfront in Arizona. Yeah. Tokyo-based crypto bar P2P, peer-to-peer, adds Ripple XRP as a payment method. Just good things going on all around here is what that is. And it's Emi Yoshikawa from Ripple breaking that news, the VP of Corporate Strategy and Operations. So take that one for what it is. This is the SEC slapdown is a wake-up call to Congress. Wake up, Congress. Are you kidding me? I mean, let me tell you something. First of all, wake up, Congress is the perfect next step for what has gone on in this recent ruling of the SEC versus Ripple, demanding that the SEC produce those Hinman email drafts, all 68 of them, or whatever the hell the number is at this point. But I tell you what, Rosalind Layton has been on top of this story. She's been one of the good people in this story to cover it the right way with the facts. The judge slammed the agency for hiding documents which could answer questions in front of the court. She called the behavior so egregious that it impugns the agency's faithful allegiance to the law. Congress should heed her forceful, deliberate words. The House Financial Services Committee holds an oversight hearing on the SEC Enforcement Division next Tuesday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if there was ever a call to action for all of us to contact anyone on that House Financial Services Committee and inform them of what's going on with ETHgate and needing clarity, we need to do it now. This is what our moment is right here. She goes on through this article to lay down the facts. I mean, it is unbelievable, this article. She's so good at this. And I want to give you one section in here where let's see. In her ruling, Netburn laid out the chronology of how the defendants have been seeking these documents for the fair notice defense and dismantled each of the SEC's tactics to hide them, including excruciating in-camera review, which we covered here on the channel yesterday, in which she forced each document in question to be handed over. Finally, Netburn wrote, the SEC raised an attorney-client privilege argument with another round of in-camera reviews. Leading Tuesday's ruling, she eviscerated the attorney-client nonsense and launched a carefully aimed rocket at the agency. The Judge Netburn has endured the agency's pretrial antics, bidding her time for ammunition for the blistering ruling she issued last Tuesday. It was vindication for the small band of observers who long ago saw the SEC lost in a maze of its own making with this case. It's now clear to everyone. Oh, go Rosalind Layton. I tell you something, this really is a remarkable article, and it does caption the moment we are in right now. And one has to wonder, I'm sure the SEC, obviously this is an agency that does not embarrass very easily. And I imagine they will appeal anyway. But it is really hard to believe that this appeal will go to any length at all. It may just get a brick wall is what it may get from Judge Torres. We will see. Ripple survey says 85% of countries in the world will adopt this class of crypto assets within 4 years. And what are they talking about? I read the article so you don't have to. They're talking about central bank digital currencies. And what do we know about central bank digital currencies? James Wallace, the head of central bank digital currency engagement at Ripple, said that the private ledger for central banks' digital currencies is literally the native currencies for the ledger, not XRP. XRP sits on it to work as a complement to the CBDCs that will be created in the future here. And we are, here's the other thing this tells me too. Some people see that and go, within 4 years, I want to go buy a Lambo. I want to be rich tomorrow. I want to be rich yesterday. Hey, I get it. But when's the last time you invested in something and realized you were sitting in the right spot? We're all in the catbird seat, isn't it? Isn't that where we are? We have put ourselves in front of growth. Can you do anything better for yourself or your family? Find the opportunities you believe, put your money and faith behind those things, and watch it play out. This is what the people did in the early days of the internet when they said nobody was going to use it. Now, not only does everybody have a computer in their home, they have a computer in their hand. It's your phone. That's where we're at in this day. And the conversation we covered the other day is a reminder here. It is not jibber jabber. It is not just hyperbole. It is not just hype. It is not just hopium to talk about XRP reaching the price of $10,000, especially when you can see Bitcoin go to 60,000, knowing that they've hidden the true identity of the people that created the damn thing. And it doesn't do anything. Here's the thing. Look, blockchain technology does not need proof of work to operate. Full stop. Period. You make a decision there. I hope everybody that owns Bitcoin makes $1 gazillion. I just said this to my father-in-law. I really do. But at the end of the day, someone's going to get caught holding the bag. What is the real store of value of Bitcoin if the transaction fees are high, the transaction time for settlement is slow, takes a long time, it's not scalable? This is the problem. And I'll tell you what else I'd be worried about. I said, all eyes on the United States, who just sent a letter to the Environmental Protection Agency worried about the mining and the energy consumption of Bitcoin mining and proof of work projects. EU has said the same thing. I don't think they're going to outlaw it because you all know, like I know, you can't stop the technology, but you can tax it out of existence if you want to. And that's why I believe it's so nice to be able to see a conversation between David Schwartz and others where David Schwartz didn't come out and say, oh, $10,000 XRP is ridiculous. No, that's not what he said. He takes the question on from people on Twitter here and he deals with it exactly the way it is and talks about what the transaction fees would be when and if XRP reaches a level of $10,000 per token. This is the CTO of Ripple, the Chief Technology Officer, talking about transaction costs on the XRP ledger. Does he come out and say, hey, first of all, XRP is never going to be $10,000? No, he doesn't. And in fact, he goes on to elaborate for different ideas of how they could lower the transaction fee if it somehow hits $10,000. They have a plan to be able to execute to make sure that the fees for transactions are still very, very low. They can make it lower than the 10 cents that it would be. This is encouraging to me because it's obviously pointing to the fact that they have had conversations for such contingencies. And that is exciting to me. And I don't think for an instance that you do not get to provide the new financial rails for the world's money to move on if you don't have the simulation models and all the modeling data in place for the last 5 to 7+ years that says exactly what the price would need to be for XRP to handle all the money, because that's what this is about. Right now, we see on the short side here from Dark Defender, XRP above the Ichimoku clouds in 4-hour time frame, just before the weekly close at 33 cents is now our support, he says. Since we had a break yesterday, we can now expect the 42 to 66 cent range with the third Elliott wave. We will keep an eye on it. We appreciate him and everyone that covers technical analysis for all of us. And that is going to do it for me. Enjoy your Sunday with family and friends. I know I'm going to. This is not financial advice from me or anyone else. This is my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.